the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll toss it out to Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Domata with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
14, run it.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check.
Keenum going to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Matt LaCosse, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Leaves it for Penny. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Incomplete. Baldwin's going to have to be careful to not get frustrated. He's set to lock horns with Chris Harris, as Harris is going to be shadowing him all around the field.
And what I love about Harris's game is his ability to play outside, work inside to the slot, and he always carries a chip on his shoulder. Remember, he was an undrafted free agent that's turned himself into a Pro Bowl player.
Yes, the former Kansas Jayhawk, undrafted in 2011. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. Nice footwork at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K.J. Wright in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. And the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. The pitch goes to Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
14.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Out to kick is Janikowski.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Let's make a quick pivot here to revisit a topic from the last couple of weeks. We've been discussing, well, which rookie starters are going to be in there week 1. It appears to be only one right now, Sam Darnold of New York, correct?
That sounds correct based on what we've heard from the different teams. All of them have made their announcements and their proclamations about their starter, and Sam Darnold's going to get the ball to begin. But for me, it's how long will he remain the only rookie starter? I don't know it would be terribly long. I look in Buffalo, I think Josh Allen will get his shot fairly early. I look in Arizona, I think Josh Rosen the same, depending on how their teams come out of the gate. And at some point, Baker Mayfield will play this year for the Cleveland Browns.
Seems to be more pressure each year on these franchises to get the rookies in there early, doesn't it?
It certainly does. When you spend that type of draft capital, that type of money, we don't wait nearly as long, and the good coaching staffs meet these kids halfway with what they did in college and turn them loose in the NFL.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play. Keenum to Thomas. 42 yards. From the red zone, it's Keenum. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Tempo.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adam Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. The final shot before the break. Keenum swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Want to make a quick pivot here for a second to get your MVP predictions going into week 1 of this season. Do you have Rodgers, Brady, Wentz, Brees, or is it somebody kind of off the radar a little bit?
Yeah, maybe a Russell Wilson because the offense runs through him now in Seattle, and quarterbacks always get the first look. But I'm going with a running back, Todd Gurley, Los Angeles Rams. I think he's a threat for 1,000 yards on the ground and 1,000 yards through the air. He's that type of a player.
So you're going Gurley. What about Deshaun Watson? Any shot there?
Certainly. Look at the numbers last year. When he played, they averaged over 30 points per game when he was the starter. When he didn't play, those numbers fell off in a big way.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Wilson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, here's Keenum. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Single. Run! 23! Hey, go, Run! Like 50.
They do snap it to Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, gives us a chance to get Charles Super Bowl picks. We've done this the last couple years going into week 1. Who do you have this season?
But wouldn't surprise anyone at all for Philadelphia and New England to do it again, this time in Atlanta. But I think it's going to be a couple of different teams out of both divisions, all right, both conferences, I should say. I think coming out of the NFC, I really like Atlanta.
Wow.
I think they're going to get back to the Super Bowl again. Out of the AFC, I think it's going to be Pittsburgh. And ultimately, I'm taking Atlanta to hoist the trophy.
And you know where the Super Bowl is this year.
It is in Atlanta, the first time ever we're going to have a home team win in their home stadium.
You heard it here first.
Let's go get another. Come on. Tempo.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adam Jones. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got cut. Three. Down.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Keenum now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, team.
Down. Hey, go, Roger.
Staying open.
Down.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.